Alright guys, you joined me on another adventure today. Basically we have come out to the Bloody Basin area again. If you don't remember this area, go back and watch the road trip video that I did from after Christmas. It's a three-parter. I'll put the link for the first part up in the corner. And basically what we're going to do out here today is check out a couple mines, some ruins, some old ruins that I want to get some drone shots of and just walk around and take a look at. And then we'll find a nice spot to camp for the night. Already aired down. It's a little bit breezy today, so hopefully it's not terrible for drone usage. Should be fun. So let's head on out. As you can see, we've parked right there. Now some of you will remember, see that white pile of crushed quartz right there? I think that's crushed quartz. Had that in my last video. So we've got some people over here camping, so I decided to park right there. But I was walking down to get to the road down here that I'm trying to get to, and I noticed all this digging right here. And there's some barbed wire fence, and I don't know if there used to be a shaft right here, a mine shaft, but because it's all fenced off. There's a road down here, and it's going to go that way and up the hill, and at the top of the hill there's a mine shaft up there that we will take a look at. So here we go. So my original plan was to drive down here when I came out here just after Christmas. This is the road right here. And as you can see, probably would not be that great because it is Pinstripe City. And these, I don't know if you can see, are thorn bushes. So this should be fun. Alright, we are at the base of the waste rock pile right here. The road's pretty washed out down here, so getting a vehicle up here, probably not ideal. That's if you can get past all the pinstriping down at the wash first. Alright, made it to the top. You got all your waste rock here. This is actually a sizable waste rock pile. Now, considering that fact, this is what I would assume used to be the main shaft. I've got an old, probably a mine claim stake here with no information. Looks pretty old. So yeah, a little bit of a hike and not much to see. But I'm gonna walk around a little bit, and if I find anything interesting, I'll show it to you. There's something right here. I don't know what it is, but some old wire and whatever this is. And what looks like a barrel ring, maybe. It actually looks like a road that kind of goes off around the corner there. Some more scrap metal, old metal down here at the bottom of this. So I gotta say, for the size of this waste rock pile and that hole that I showed you, that had to have been a sizable hole at some point. But either they filled it in or it collapsed. And so, actually, now that I think about it, considering the size of this hole, like it's a pretty big hole. And mine shafts are usually not that big. So my guess is that it's this big because they set some charges when they were done with it and blew it up, and that's why it's filled in and why the hole looks so big. trying to decide what that mine was for. And like I said, I am seeing a bunch of quartz around. Here's a good example. This looks pretty cool. But I'm also seeing a lot of rock that looks like this, like some green tint to it, which makes me wonder if that mine was a copper mine. Most people should know that copper turns green when it oxidizes. It'd be interesting to see the Statue of Liberty in its original state before it oxidized. Alright, if you watch my previous videos, you'll remember this cut right here. And just to the left here is this waste rock pile, and there's a little cut over there. And looky what we have here. Here's another look. Looks like that was some sort of a holding basin for water. Curious if that went down any further or if there was a shaft there. Pretty good sized waste rock pile. These look like they might have been for cattle. This pink flag here doesn't look terribly old. I'm wondering if it's a claim stake boundary marker. Doesn't look like there's much else here, so I'm probably gonna start heading back to the car, but if I find anything interesting, I'll show it to you. Just walking back and this rock caught my eye. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got some good shine to it. And I found these guys. Looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them total. Alright, we're now on trail 36, headed west. I've never been on this trail before. We're heading out to another, actually there's 2 mines out here, and also some old ruins. And then also this is out where we're gonna camp tonight, so. Alright, I was going down the trail and there was actually a little turnoff. What caught my attention is there's actually some mine activity up here. There's a little building down here too. I'll grab the drone here in a second and just fly the drone up there. But also, this little turnoff, I came around and it's cool the fireplace is still intact. So this is probably where the miners who were mining up there, this is probably where they stayed. See this stuff, and this, all this, and that branch. I have to make a decision here because I can fit through that, but it's not going to be pretty. Granted, it's already scratched to hell and back, so but I don't know if it's going to get any worse. Might bust out the drone, I think, and take a quick look. Alright, we made it. Very pinstripey. Car's already screwed as far as scratches go from pinstriping, so what's a few more? I did have to get out and bend some branches on a thorn bush, by the way, so that it didn't just completely annihilate the paint. We've got waste rock pile down here with some concrete stuff. There's a barrel down there. And then we've got the old foundation for the house and the chimney. And I hope all of these nails are only on these steps and not anywhere else. An old metal bathtub. That looks like an old hide-a-bed or something. Air tanks. It's an old sink. Alright, I'm not going to go in this one because I'm kind of out in the middle of nowhere. My family knows the region that I'm in, but nobody knows exactly where I'm at. You know, I think it goes without saying, most people that go out for the day and just trail ride and just run the trails typically are really good about taking trash with them when they leave. But then you get people that come out to the middle of nowhere, do stuff like this. There is trash all over this camp spot. Let's do better, people. If you're bringing stuff with you, it's not that hard to bring a trash bag or 2 or 3 and take it back. If you don't want to take it home with you, stop at a store on the way home. They got a big dumpster in the back, dump it in the dumpster. That's all that needs to be done. There's no reason for stuff to be out here like this, thrown all over the place. When that happens, then they start shutting down trails, and then people start getting crazy about them shutting down the trails, and well, it's your own fault because you just throw trash everywhere. So pick up what you brought with you, take it home. If you are on the trails like me and discover something like this and you have some trash bags, stop, take a few minutes, pick it up, make it a better place for everybody. Alright, I did the best I could. Basically filled the only trash bag that I brought with me. Paper towels, toilet paper, stuff like that I'm not super worried about because it'll degrade quickly. So I just went around and picked up all the bottles, cans, water bottles that I could, all the paper, as much of the shotgun shells as I could. Yeah, it looks a lot better here, but it's not perfect. There's some carpet right there under the tree. I don't have any way to haul that, so I'm gonna have to leave it. There was also an old box on the other side of the road, which was kind of large, and I don't have any way to haul that either, or anywhere to put it, so I just left it. Be better, people. Pick up your stuff. Take it back with you. Alright, we came in on this trail right here, which is very rocky. There's a lot of, all this is basically lava rock out here, so there's just big lava boulders that you just have to scrabble over to get out here. It's pretty crazy. But everything you see in front of you here is old ruins. Now, I don't have a lot of information about how old everything is, who built it. I'll definitely do some research, and if I find any information, I'll put it down in the description or post a comment below the video. Here's a cool find. These are actually what they call pot shards, bits and pieces of old pottery. Stacked rocks all around us. Look at this. I'll try to zoom in the best I can. This camera doesn't do very well if you zoom in. And it goes without saying, the pot shards, if you are ever in a place like this and you see them on the ground, it's okay to pick up and look at them, but please leave them there so that others can enjoy them for future generations. As you can probably tell, it's very slow going right now. It's making me kind of second guess my camping spot for tonight. If it gets too bad, then we'll turn around. There was actually a really nice camp spot by the ruins back there next to the cliff edge. So if I decide to turn around, that's probably where we'll go. Well, this is the road that goes to the mine, and that's not happening. I guess we will just turn around. The camp spot that I wanted to do is still way off in the distance over there, and if the road is going to continue to be like it is back there, I don't feel like going the whole way. So we might just go back to the overlook spot by the ruins, and that'll be our spot for the night. We came back to where the ruins are. They're actually right over there. And when I was driving by on the road, which goes right on the other side of this tree, I noticed that this looked like a nice little spot for camping. This is the spot, and here's a look at the views. So with that, I'm gonna get some drone shots, and then we'll sign out for the night.